morning, students. Welcome back to you all in English lecture. Dear students, today we are going to learn one new topic of your grammar, that is the parts of speech. So, I request you all to kindly pay attention in today's lecture. So, students, this topic, parts of speech, you have studied in last year. Last year you have studied parts of speech, this grammar topic. Now, can anyone tell me how many parts of speech are there? Yes? Very good. There are 8 parts of speech. How many? 8. Which are they? Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Understood, students? I repeat. Yes, noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Total 8 parts of speech are there. So dear students, we'll start with the explanation part. Now dear students, first we'll see what is noun. Yes, what is noun? Noun is a name of a person, place, animal, thing or idea. I repeat, noun is a naming word, which means noun is a name of a person. It can be a name of a place, animal, thing or idea. See, it's described here in 5 parts. Person, noun means what? Noun is name of person, place, animal, idea or thing. Now, person means what? Yes, it can be name of a boy, baby, girl. So it means noun. Animal. For animal names are cat, dog, pig, okay, buffalo, donkey. So these are the names of animals. So it's known as noun because noun means name of a person, name of a place, name of an animal, thing or idea. Next, place, home, school, park, hospital, okay, church. Mumbai, it's name of a place, okay, Pune, it's name of a place. So it is known as noun. So it is known as noun because it is name of a place. So name of a place, home, park, school. Name of city, name of country, India. These are the name of places. So it's known as noun. Name of thing like chair, car, pen, pencil, okay, scale, sun, moon. These are the name of things. They are objects, okay. These are the names of the objects or things. So it is known as noun because the name is given to them. Idea means love, strength, fear, excitement, okay, nervous, fear, strength, love, confidence, okay. So these types of feelings or ideas are known as noun because they are also the name of ideas. Understood, students, what is noun? Now children will study what is pronoun. Now pronoun means what? Pronouns replace nouns. So pronoun is used when something or a person has been mentioned before. Pronoun replaces noun. Pronoun means what? Instead of noun, pronoun is used. The word which is used instead of noun is known as pronoun. Pronoun replaces nouns. Clear? Now let us understand what are pronouns. So the pronouns which are given here, subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronouns, possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they are known as subject pronouns. Okay, similarly object pronouns are there. Object pronouns me, you, him, her, etc. So these all are known as pronouns. Instead of noun, instead of name, we used pronoun. So pronoun replaces nouns. Okay, let us see the more example of pronouns and try to understand the concept of pronoun with the help of more examples. So students, see here pronouns. When girl is there, we usually use which pronouns? She, her, hers, herself. Okay. When girl is there, we use she, her book. She is pretty, herself. Okay. She will do by herself. So these pronouns when we used when there is girl. Whereas when there is boy, we used he, him, his, himself. These all are pronouns. When there is object or animal, we use it, its, itself. These are also known as pronouns. When there is group, they are family. So they, them, theirs, themselves. These are known as pronouns. But when there is group, we used they, them, theirs, themselves. Understood students? So different kind of pronouns we use in different place. Clear? When girl is there, we use different pronouns. When boy is there, we used he, him, his, her, himself. Animal or object is there, we used it, its, itself. Clear? See students, here in these examples, instead of nouns, pronouns are used. See examples are given. He helped her with homework. He helped her. So he and her, these are pronouns. Okay. She gazed at herself in the mirror. She and herself, these two are pronouns. It was delivered to them on Tuesday. So it is an object. That's why it is used. Okay. We took a picture of ourselves. We means when group is there, we use we. We is also known as pronoun. Ourselves is also known as pronoun. So in these examples, instead of nouns, what is used? Pronoun. Understood students? Now let's proceed towards the next parts of speech. So students, now let us study what is verb. Verb means what students? Yes, action word. Verb is action word. So some words tells actions that you can do and verbs are what we call them. Verbs means action words. Any action is known as verb. Now let us learn the part of speech verb with the help of more examples. So dear students, here action verbs are given here. You can see in this picture. Walk, run, laugh, crawl, cry, push, pull, listen, sing, read, stand up, sit down, think, smile, dance. These all are and many more, etc. These all are known as action verb. So verb means what? It is an action. The word which denotes an action is known as verb. Okay? For example, run, walk, dance, laugh, listen, sing. Okay? These all are known as verb. Action, verb. Understood students? Now let's proceed towards the next one. Now children, adverb. What do you mean by adverb? Adverb means adverb describe verbs Adverb describes verb. For example, adverb tells how. Okay, for example, look walked quickly. Now here look walked. Walked is an verb because it denotes an action, whereas quickly is an adverb because it describes a verb. How does look walk? Quickly. Next, adverb describe verbs. It tells when. For example, yesterday we ate pancakes. So when we ate pancakes? Yesterday. Time. Okay. So adverb describes verbs. It also tells us where. I love playing outside. Where do you play loving? Where do you love playing? Yes, I love playing outside. Outside denotes an adverb. Understood, students? I hope you have understood the concept of adverb. Now let's proceed towards the next one. Adjective. Now, what do you mean by adjective? An adjective is a word that describes or clarifies a noun. In simple words, adjective is a word that tells more about noun or pronoun. Adjective is a word which tells something more about noun or pronoun, which describes or clarifies a noun, okay, or pronoun. Now, adjective role is what? It tells color, texture, shape. It tells more, okay. It tells adjective is a word which tells more about noun or pronoun. And we have studied what is noun and what is pronoun. Now, adjective, it tells about color, texture, shape, taste, odor, size, sound, number, weather, feelings. Okay, let us see with the help of the examples. Here are the two examples of adjectives. He is a fast driver. So driver is a noun. Fast. Fast is known as adjective because which driver is fast driver. It tells something more about noun. Okay, how is this driver? Fast. I met a homeless person in New York. NY means New York. NY stands for New York. So I met a homeless person. How you met a person in New York? Homeless. So homeless, fast, these are the adjectives which tell something more about noun. Understood, students? Now let's proceed towards the next. Yes, students. Now next is preposition. What do you mean by preposition? A preposition connects a noun to the rest of the sentence. Okay, so preposition tells the position of another word. Okay, like the examples of prepositions are given here: above, on, over. Okay, the boy is over the bridge. So over is nothing but preposition. It tells the relationship between the noun and pronoun. Okay, preposition tells the relationship between noun and pronoun. Where is the boy? Over. Okay, it connects the rest of the sentence. It tells the position of another word. Where is the boy? Over the bridge. The boy is under the bed. The boy is lying under the bed. So under is nothing but preposition. It connects a noun. It tells the position of the noun. Where is the boy? Under the bed. Okay, let's see the more examples of preposition. Yes, the cat. Now cat is sitting on the box. The cat is sitting on the box. You can see in this image. On is nothing but preposition. because it tells the relationship between noun. Okay, or we can say the position of another word. It tells the position of cat. Where is the cat? On the sitting on the box. On, behind, below, above, beside, between, in front of, and near. These all are known as preposition. So preposition means what, children? Preposition is a word that shows the relationship between noun or pronoun. Or in simple words, preposition is a word that connects the noun and the rest of the sentence. It tells the position of the word, okay, of the person. It tells the position of the noun. Where is the cat? On the, sitting on the box. Okay, understood the concept of preposition? I repeat once again. Preposition means it connects the noun to the rest of the sentence. It tells the position of another word. That's known as preposition. Now let's proceed towards the next one. Now conjunctions. What do you mean by conjunctions? Conjunctions means words used to join two sentences together. In simple words, conjunctions are joining words. And, unless, so, because, or, but, until. These all are examples of conjunctions. Okay. Now one example is given here. I love cookies because they are yummy. So here the joining word is there. Which is the joining word or conjunction? Because. So joining words which connects the two sentences, which join the two sentences together. I love cookies and they are yummy. These two are different sentences, but they both are, these both two different sentences are connected by one word, one conjunction, that is because. So because is a conjunction. Okay. The last one is interjections. Interjection means what? Interjection express emotions. Interjection shows emotions, greeting, agreement, or sounds. For example, wow, bravo, ouch, hooray. Okay, these are the expressions, these are the emotions. Interjections, when they are used, when certain feelings are expressed, certain emotions are expressed. Hey, hello, these are the greetings, hi. Okay, agreement, sure, okay. Sounds like yuck, ick, boom, these are the sounds. So interjections express the emotions. Clear? And after each interjection there is always the exclamation mark. Clear, students? See, students, these all are the more examples of interjections. Wow, hey, hooray, okay, wet, ippy, oh no, shucks, ouch, and a. These all are the expressions, emotions, and they are nothing but known as interjections. Also, you can notice one thing here. After each interjection, there is always an exclamation mark. Clear? So, to identify interjection, one hint is there. When there is exclamation mark after interjection, it's known as interjection. Clear? Now students, today we learned the 8 parts of speech: noun, adverb, interjection, conjunction, preposition, adjective, pronoun, and verb. So we have learned 8 parts of speech. Now let's have the recap of these 8 parts of speech.